Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. And today I just want to talk about Stalker 2 again. I've recently finished my initial playthrough of the Cost of Hope expansion, played a little bit of the base game as well to really get a feel for the new 2.0 update. Now I do understand that Stalker 2 is still a divisive game among soccer fans, but I enjoy the game. And if you don't enjoy the game, I'd really like to know why. I know A-Life is still a sore spot for most people. And, yeah, just let me know. Because I do have a lot of good things to say about the game. And a few negatives. But other than that, enjoy the video. It's not the big update I think most people were expecting. But what is here and what has been improved upon, I think, is very impressive. And I'm sorry. I will try to avoid spoilers. And best I can. Cause like it's a really good expansion, really good story. There's also a good bit of side content as well. I think is really cool. I wasn't really expecting any, but we got some. But I digress. First things first, update 2.0 is amazing. At first I wasn't sure about the flora and fauna overhaul that they showed off, but it's honestly really good. The zone doesn't feel like, looking back at it, the zone felt kind of bald, looked kind of bald. If that's kind of like the trees were all barren. There's barely any grass on the floor. It's overall just a very barren wasteland. But this new flora overhaul, everything's a lot more green. There's a lot more vegetation. The trees are thicker. And overall, the zone feels like it's been overtaken by nature. I think that's really cool. I've seen pictures of the real life Chernobyl exclusion zone. And that place is green, man. That place is super green. And like the whole place has been overtaken by nature. Mother Nature wanted it back, and she got it. And the A-Life improvements, enemies no longer will just spawn. Well, they do still sort of spawn near you, but it's not as obvious this time. However, I do think the spawn radius from the player, which I think is 100 meters, is still very limiting. And especially with the new binoculars, I was hoping that they would expand this bubble around the player so that way binoculars could be, you know, useful. But unfortunately, I found the binoculars quite disappointing. They don't zoom in very far, and you're better off just using your weapon scope than the binoculars. But I digress. And I remember just like this one guy's name. I forgot his name, but I'll just call him James, right? And I traded with him. He had some mutant parts on him. I sold him some of mine because I was carrying some at the moment, right? And then go forward a few more hours, right? And then I passed through the same location again, and I found that exact same stalker, but now he's a zombie. And I'm like, whoa, bro, what happened to you? And then I kill him and loot his body. He has the exact same stuff I sold to him on him, and that's just crazy. That's never happened to me before. I don't know if that was the case in the previous versions, but at least for me, that was like really cool. And also the addition of new weapons has been really nicely added to the game, and it's just good. Always good to see new weapons added to the game. To be honest, it definitely like shakes up the sandbox a little bit. But yeah, overall, update 2.0 and the performance, like I didn't really see much gains when it came to performance, but it's definitely much smoother compared to previously, where I had to like use various performance mods just to get that frame rate kind of steady. But now they're not needed anymore. I still think some performance adjustments need to be worked on. Because I still see a lot of people having like these like performance issues, crashes, but you can't fix every issue, I guess. And moving on the Cost of Hope, man, that expansion, man, it was just beautiful. Chef's Kiss, the Iron Forest, the CNPP, and the Monsk, all those locations were just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. There was one area, Lamansk, where like it's just a single mission. You're in, then you're out, and you can't go back. That was kind of disappointing, but at the same time, like if you could just walk through it anytime you want, I guess it would kind of ruin the mystique of surrounding it, you know? Especially some lore implications of like if you could go in and out, that would kind of be crazy. You know what I mean? But I digress. I'm currently going through the duty side of things. My first playthrough went through freedom for Cost of Hope, and man, I already liked the base game story quite a bit, but this, the DLC story, I don't know, I just like it so much more. Like, it just feels so, like, I was on the edge of my seat most of the time, just like going through the story. And it took me about 20 hours to finish the Freedom Run. Granted, I was also doing a lot of side activity. And as I mentioned before, the DLC has quite a few side quests that I found. So far I've found 7 of them, but I'm pretty sure there are a few more. And I think some of these side quests might also change depending which side you just decide to side with during the expansion. But overall, it's a very good expansion. I really, really enjoyed it. And this is off topic, but I think we all know Stalker 2 launched, and it was very rough, to say the least. And the circumstance at the time, I think, played a big factor into how the way the game launched the way it did. And I'm really just happy that the team at GSC are still working on the game, still updating it, still improving it, despite all the stuff they've been going through. And I love Stalker 2. I loved it since day one, but I can admit that it had a lot of issues when it first came out. It wasn't bad as Cyberpunk, but it had some pretty glaring issues. But that being said, I can't wait for the future. I'm not sure what they will do after. This is just a theory, and you can come back to this video and say if I'm right or wrong or not, but I have a feeling the next DLC expansion might go somewhere called Cold Island. I saw a lot of references to that in the DLC. So maybe we'll see. Who knows? I don't know what Cold Island is. I don't know if that's a previous location Stalker. I can't remember, but I'm really hoping that whatever expansion is next, I hope it's not 2 years away like this one. And I really can't wait to see what they do next. Oh, one more thing. This might be a spoiler, right? So I'm sorry. So like, click off if you don't want to hear about it. But at the very end of the DLC, there is a specific side mission that you can do called Territory War or something. I forget already, but basically you're tasked with defending the CMPP and capturing points of interest on the map to push away the opposing faction that you decided to go up against. And it reminded me of very much of the faction war system in Clear Sky. So I'm hoping maybe they can implement that sort of system into the base game and do something with that, but I don't know. We'll see. But overall, I love this game. I'm already playing with mods already because those modders are crazy. And I just can't wait to see what they do next with Stalker 2. I'm a massive fan of Stalker, and it's just a good game. In my opinion, it's a good game. And who knows, if this video does well, I might make a video going over my mod list if someone wants to see that. I kind of play like, it's not necessarily hardcore, but more hardcore light, I guess. I don't like to rip my balls off in these types of games, but we'll see. But thank you for watching. This has been my unscripted and randomly spurred out thoughts of Stalker 2. I'm not gonna really cut out much. I'm not gonna edit much, but hope you enjoyed the video. I gotta get ready for work now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.